It's the largest island in the world, bursting with valuable raw materials, and for America's military, vitally important. And Donald Trump wants to buy it.
Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran.
Greenland has been part of Denmark for 600 years. During the Cold War, President Truman offered $100 million in gold to buy it, but Copenhagen refused to sell. In 2019, Donald Trump tried again, but the idea was once more rejected by Greenland and Denmark. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen called it absurd. Mr. Trump retaliated by cancelling a visit to Denmark. So what's so special about this huge Arctic island?
It's one of those things where you look at a map and there's Europe and Russia, and there's the United States, and look what's in between them, the world's biggest island, Greenland. And Trump wants to do this for a number of reasons, mostly trade and military. On trade, it's as the ice melts, it's going to open up faster sea routes. On the military side, though, this is the GI-UK gap, Greenland, Iceland, UK, and the sea routes coming down. And that's where the Russian submarines come, and they go under the ice, and the Russian ships come. And the Americans want a lot more access to be able to monitor all that. They also want access to the many, many minerals that are present, rare earth materials, iron, all sorts of minerals, many of them that are required for military technology, which at the moment, China has the majority of access to the world's minerals.
The US military already has a large airbase on Greenland. Built in the 1950s, Fuel Air Force Base was home to bomber and transport aircraft. Nowadays, renamed as Pitufik Space Base, it's used as an early warning station, one of 7 around the globe that America uses to detect incoming missiles. For NATO, including of course the UK, it's a valuable military asset.
The fact is that if the Americans did or could buy that territory, they would then seriously ramp up the amount of radar facilities that they have there. They've only got one airbase there at the moment. They'd like a lot more up there in the high north because this is an area of growing importance to NATO. So if the Americans pulled it off, big if, then that would facilitate and actually assist the UK's eyes and ears on a region that is quite close to us.
So what do the Greenlanders make of this? Well, in 2009, the island was granted autonomy, including the right to vote for independence through a referendum. Most people in Greenland do favour the idea, but they also know how heavily the island's economy relies on Denmark's $1 billion annual subsidy.
If they did vote for independence from Denmark, I think it would be the favourite to have influence there would be the United States without question. But there is no way that the Chinese would not miss the opportunity in a newly independent Greenland to say, whatever the Americans offer you, we'll match it or maybe even double it. And the Russians would try and play there too. But at the moment, I think they're just watching and waiting and seeing how this turns out. But this is not some mad bluster by Trump. This is part of 21st century geopolitics.
Denmark's Prime Minister says it's up to Greenland and Greenland alone to determine its future. But with Donald Trump Jr. jetting in to visit, the new administration is already showing its intent. The island's still firmly on the new president's shopping list. Simon Newton, BFBS Forces News. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.